Hi, this is Raving Rendell, and it's time for the Secret World. It just went live for pre-order people today. I'm probably in about an hour I'll get in because I got a couple of things that are timing out here, and I want to make sure I get to them too. I was looking through GameBreaker TV's forums because I was hoping somebody would have started an unofficial guild in it by now, but so far nobody has. Well, I was looking around, somebody said, hey, the early access starts today. And somebody said that they're, good luck Funcom, but they're not playing. Well, they said the first one is they're not a big fan of the horror genre. That's fine, I can understand that. There's no way that you can mistake that the Secret World isn't a horror MMO. And it's very rare we get some of these. One I mentioned in the Twemo thing, Requiem, is another one that is just almost pure horror based, but they don't have very many of those. So if you don't like horror, you're still pretty good for MMOs. Horrors are more for those of us who are just completely whacked and don't mind seeing puddles of blood spraying everywhere. We're also the ones usually who, when we were kids, were playing Smash TV. If you don't know what that is, go watch it, and believe me, you'll see why we're rather tuned out to Fountains of Blood. That thing had them everywhere. And that was in the arcade for a quarter. Of course, it also was... okay, side topic. Smash TV was one of the ones that I hated because it was two controllers. One to move, one to shoot in a circle. That took some getting used to. Anyway, the second one she said, and this is for me, it's not for her. I can see her point of it. Barely. Cash Shop. The Secret World is going to be a subscription game. $15, which is no different than WoW or anything else out there. The thing is, her mind is, nope, if it's got a cash shop, won't play it. This is the cash shop. You can they're both $10. You can get another character slot. You start out with 3, but there are only 3 factions and there are no roles. So, it's not really so much a deal there. And you can reserve your name. Again, for $10, you can reserve a name. If you pre-ordered it, then you already get one. So, here's the thing. I'm fairly certain that she has no trouble playing World of Warcraft. And World of Warcraft has one of the most nickel and dime cash shops ever. You pay for character transfer. You pay for faction transfer. You pay for name change. You pay for gender change. If you did one of those all the way through, let's say you started with a male night elf. To go female horde on another server would probably cost you, well, I think would probably cost you about $50, and then you have a name change, would cost you about $60 minimum. And that's not including the cash shop, which has mounts and pets. The cheapest one is, I believe, $10. You could drop another $120 just on pets and mounts and stuff. So let's say $200 as opposed to $20. And let's not forget, we're not doing as bad as DDO, Dungeons & Dragons Online. They have a cash shop. Granted, they're free to play, but they have a cash shop because free to play does not have open access to all of the characters. You cannot play as, half-orc, drow, warforged, and there's another one. And then there are some character classes like the, the monk, and there's like an engineer thing, I think. And I'm trying to, it's like favored soul or something like that. So there's at least 4 races you have to pay to play. There's at least 3 roles that you have to pay to play. Now, granted, the 4 races you have, and I think the 3 role types you have, that are basic, you can play the full game. It doesn't hamper you. And one thing I like about DDO is their new expansion boosts the level cap to 25. But you don't need to own the expansion to get the benefit of the level change, something which Warcraft could certainly learn to adapt. Warcraft Classic 0 to 60, Burning Crusade 60 to 70, Wrath of the Lich King 70 to 80, Kata 80 to 85, now Mists of Pandaria 80 to 90. You have to buy the expansion to get the level up. You don't need to in DDO. So, but yeah, it just kind of threw me. It's like saying that you won't play an MMO because it has a cash shop. No matter what's on the cash shop, if they have a cash shop and their subscription, you won't pay for it. Every MMO at this point has a cash shop. Even DCUO can be called having a cash shop because that's how they sell their expansions. They sell them digitally through a shop. They also have other characters for their, I think they're called Legend PvP, where you can play as the Joker or Robin or Harley Quinn or Batman or whatever. But you can buy those. Champions Online, Christ, she'd have a heart attack looking at that thing. You can spend all sorts of money on there, including cosmetic, different costume types you can purchase on there. You can purchase roles, I believe. Or is it it's either you can purchase roles or they still do, they're free pay to play. You can have a subscription and you get all the roles with it. I don't know if you can buy them if you don't. That's one thing I like about DCUO, is you can buy the expansions as you want to. So if it takes you a little longer, well, you don't have to worry about it because you don't have to buy the game to continue going. They haven't increased their level cap yet. But yeah, what is am I just blowing out my ass here? I could have sworn that cash shops are pretty much universal now. You know, aside from Rift. Rift is the only game I can think of at this very moment that doesn't have a cash shop. That's it. That's the only one. So that's subscription. Requiem, which I've brought up a few times, I don't know if they have a cash shop or not. A lot of games in the Perfect World company don't have cash shops, but they're free to play. I don't know how they get their money, but I don't know. Maybe I just haven't found the cash shops there yet. But World of Warcraft, DCUO, DDO, Champions, well, let's just go with the ones that have, I believe SWTOR is coming out with a cash shop. World of Warcraft has a cash shop. Oh man, now that I think, well, the thing is, I'm trying to look at it on her side, and for a brief second there, I was like, well, you know what? She's right. There aren't many sub games that have a cash shop. But then if we take that thought a step further, you can shave off that don't have a cash shop and honestly say there aren't that many subscription games anymore. DCUO isn't even 2 years old, is already free to play. Let's see. SWTOR doesn't have one, but they're probably... Excuse me, I'm not used to talking so much. So they'll probably have a cash shop every now and then. World of Warcraft has the king of all cash shops. I don't know about, like, well, EverQuest isn't pay to play though. I don't remember. No, I don't think so. Still, grousing about the fact that a game has a cash shop that you do not ever need to even look at to play the game. She could get the game right now. Hey, my name is Susie. I'm a dragon. Whoop-de-doo. I love my Susie. I don't want to play anybody but Susie. Susie is mine. She doesn't have to look at the cash shop. There is nothing in there that she needs. So I don't. Is that a retarded argument anymore? With as ubiquitous as cash shops are, and they're everywhere. Is it safe to say that it's kind of redundant to hate a game for having something that everybody has now? I mean, free to play or pay to play, cash shops are here. If one of your criteria for not playing a MMO is not playing a cash shop, you're going to be mighty lonely because you will not be playing MMOs. That's just how it goes. Leave a message. Let me know what you think. And Finite Exposure is live every Monday on Jackalope FM, or go to finiteexposure.com and click. It's 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central, and I believe there is a live tab or a chat tab. You can go in there and listen to us and chat with us. So coming over, let us know how you're doing, what you think. If you have questions, you can bring it up in chat or email us or do whatever. But I'm about ready to play Secret World, so I will talk to you all Monday if you tune in and listen. If not, keep your eyes here. I, or possibly Chaos, will be showing up and putting some stuff here.